Hello everybody, and welcome back to DC Universe Online with me and Hailey Hellshot. And before we start this episode, I have some things to address. Hold on. What's our mission right now? What are we doing? Journal. Oh, Floral Affliction. That's right. We got to go to the East End and talk to Robin. So number one, on Twitter, I was asked a bit about me doing the Let's Play of the Telltale game Batman Telltale game, whichever way you want to say it. As you guys may or may not know, depending on how new you are to the channel, because of the whole Arkham Knight incident, I have boycotted WB games, buying more WB games. The thing is like with this game,
hey, Batman's analyzing the new Joker toxin, so it's up to you and
let's skip what Robin has to say and do this. So Batman will talk to us, right? Or Oracle, one of them. And there he is.
Scarecrow broke out of Arkham, and now Poison Ivy's on the loose. I don't like it. While Robin investigates, I'm relying on you to handle the mess outside. After your past experiences, I'm sure you can handle it.
Oh, I'm sure I can. But like with this game, with DC Universe Online, WB co-published it a long time ago, and with the Telltale game, technically WB didn't publish it or develop it. They are the distributor for online services and things like that. So if you guys really want me to play it, I will. Since it's technically not them who have developed it or published it, I guess it doesn't technically go against my boycott of WB. But from what I've heard is that it's also suffering from a lot of problems on PC. So it might be another instance where it's another broken game. And apparently Telltale has not addressed the issues that are being reported. So that's concerning, especially since they have a pretty huge market on PC with their games. That seems a little wary for me. So if I do play it, like if you guys really want me to play it, then I'll probably wait until they have patched their game. If they don't patch their game, then I won't play their game. It's just I got so fed up with the whole Arkham Knight incident that it left the biggest, nastiest taste in my mouth from WB. Just how they dealt with the whole thing. And you know, a lot of people, like Mad Max came out, it was an amazing game. That's great. And I know it's a lot on the publishers or the developer side too, with Rocksteady.
Inside those cocoons, metamorphing into Ivy's walking pod people.
Pod people.
Break them free.
So I know it's not all them to blame, but they are the publisher. And as a publisher, I feel like you should
get me some shed leaves from those pod people.
You should be the one that, in the end, is like, yes, this product's good to go out, or no, this product is not good to go out. And if it's not good enough to go out, then you shouldn't publish it. That's just how I feel about it. And them publishing it and then dragging their fans through the mud on the whole situation was just, it was more salt in the wounds, you know what I mean? So yeah, that's just that situation. But if you guys really want me to play it, please leave a comment in the comments section and let me know and I will look into playing it when it's not a broken mess. Besides that, another bit of housekeeping. You know, I think I might bring the volume down. It's a little loud in my ears. Sorry, everyone. You're gonna get to see some behind-the-scenes action. Yeah, I think this is a little high, and that's a little high. And that's a little high. There we go. Go away, blood brute sapling. Yeah, that's much better. All right. The other bit of housekeeping that I have to take care of, which sucks for me. I don't like having to do this. As you guys know, I want to be your guys' friend, you know? I want to have fun with you guys. I want to play games with you guys. I don't like conflict. I'm not a person that likes conflict at all. In my normal life, in video games, I'm not a person that enjoys dealing with conflict. It's not that I can't handle it. It's just I would much prefer to either not deal with it or find peaceful ways to resolve situations. I'm just that kind of a guy. But our league was really built to allow you guys to play with me and play with fans of the channel, or, you know, just meet people online, really. It was a conscious community effort. Let's just grab this real quick.
Forensic toxicology report.
That was
This
weird.
rose might have been white, if not for the sheer amount of poison in it.
I'm actually really kind of digging this.
Converting me into one of them.
Or be fertilizer.
I forget what exactly I have to do. I think one of these missions is bugged somehow. Think. The plant people. Seems like it's working fine now. It was a conscious community effort to like build that a stronger community for the channel and just in general, and give people like something to feel a part of, really. I mean, I've always wanted it to be that. And throughout having the league and everything, we've built up a very good core group in the league. A lot of core players that come and go as they please, but they generally are always helping or always a part of the league, which is perfectly fine with me. If people don't necessarily want to be in the league, but also want to be a part of the league, that's fine with me. But let me see. Okay, so we got that. Cool.
Poison Ivy used to be a botanist before she went bonkers and decided to reclaim the world for the plants. If we don't get her back to Arkham, Gotham really will be an urban jungle.
Oh, what did I just get? I got... Ah, there it is. The very end.
Ivy's expanded on her usual menagerie. This time, she's created pheromone-blasting plants to lure in citizens, so her roaming Venus flytraps can devour them. Help as many people as you can.
Dokely dokely, Batman. Where was I? So yeah, it's always been that.
Can you help me?
But as of recent, and in the past, we've had people that have caused conflict. I've talked about it on live streams and stuff, and it always seems to happen when I'm not around, and that's infuriating because there's nothing I can do. I can't help anyone when I'm not there. I can't make decisions when I'm not there. So it really puts me in like a really bad situation to have to make decisions on stuff that I don't quite understand, which sucks for me. And it sucks more that I have to say that because of this most recent interaction, we had somebody who I thought was really into the league and really a great member and somebody who was having a lot of fun with the league, but it turns out apparently they weren't having as much fun as I thought they were, which really sucks. I wish it hadn't been that way, and I wish there was more I could have done. for that, but there was nothing I could do. And they began causing problems within the league, strife within the league, upsetting other league members, insulting other league members. This has happened before, and like I said, most of the time, pretty much all the time, except for one instance where they targeted me, there's nothing I can do. I don't know the exact situations, and I have to hope for word of mouth afterwards. In the end, the person ended up leaving, but because this seems to keep happening, and because this situation where I thought it was somebody, cool, thank you. I'll grab it later. Where was I? Oh, because of this situation, I have removed a lot of permissions from lower tier ranks in our league. The permission to invite players into the league has been taken away, which really sucks because I wanted people to be able to invite their friends and, you know, just build a stronger league that way. But it seems like every so often we get these one members or something that just cause strife, whether it's from people inviting them or me inviting them or whatnot. So if you were watching an episode previously and I told you to message us in game to join the league, right now our league invitation is not active. We're not inviting new members to the league currently. The only members that we'll invite to the league currently now is alts, other members, other characters, or strong friends of other people in the league. That, you know, people that can be vouched for that they won't cause problems within the league. Again, like I said, it really sucks because I built the league. We built the league so that everyone could join the league. But it seems like every time we do that, there's always somebody that comes in and causes problems, and then it upsets the league, and I don't want to see the league die again like it did. It's finally picking back up again, and people are really seeming to enjoy chatting with people again and doing stuff together. And I don't want to see that die. I want to see it flourish. So I've taken away the ability for us to invite people to the league. I don't think it will really solve very much, but it's a precautionary measure. It's not really a solution because I don't know what to do. I wish that we didn't have people that came into the league and decided to cause problems, because that's not what the league's about. The league is about friendship and love and being together and enjoying a really great game together, and just you know, what my channel's always been about, which is having fun with each other. So if you were wanting to join the league before now and you didn't get a chance because of this situation, I'm sorry. I just things have gotten to a point where I don't have any other solutions. I can't have somebody online all the time playing officer and you know, playing judge, jury, and executioner on the league at all times. It's just not possible. I can't pay anyone to do that. So yeah, not the best bit of news. Seems like I won't have very good news this whole episode, but whatever. Again, I'm sorry for anyone, and I'm sorry to my league members that it happened to them, and I'm sorry to the individual that was upset with the league. I don't quite understand the situation. They messaged me and told me they hated me. I don't know what I did or how I did it or what the situation is. I don't know what the situation is. I mean, I literally come on, tell people they're awesome, try to play with people as much as I can, and then I record stuff. That's literally all I can do. I don't know what to do. So, yeah. Besides that, let's get on to some other news. That's not about things happening. I'm looking for these freaking Venus flytraps, if you're wondering why I'm running around shooting everyone. But yeah, Suicide Squad. Really getting tired of hearing bad reviews about movies. About DC movies. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of finding out that every movie that I've been waiting for is regarded as a pile of shit from everyone. Granted, when the first couple trailers came out for Suicide Squad, wasn't really keen on Jared Leto. I'm still a little worrisome. I'm actually more worrisome now since all these reviews have come out.
Poison Ivy's pheromones can make anyone fall in love with her. Usually it's only at close range.
Oh, is those things I need to get?
Something dangerously new.
What is? I think the cocoon spinners are these things, aren't they? Yeah, so I need to blast one of these things. Right? Or did I just not get anything from that Venus flytrap?
Will feast.
Right. Bloodroot. Give me something. Yeah, there we go. Okay, that's what I was looking for. Alright, cool. Just wanted to get that side quest done. Yeah, and got some stuff for the next one. And there's a glowy.
Forensic toxicology report. The toxins in this rose cause immediate paralysis.
Oh my god, the bleeps. They're bleeping and a blooping. I'll have to reply to them later. Yeah, so Suicide Squad, not getting very good reviews. Although some of them have been pretty praising. I've been reading through them because the same situation happened with Batman v Superman, and I really enjoyed Batman v Superman despite all its problems. And then when the extended edition came out, I loved the movie. I love it. I think it was great. It was a terrible movie, but it was fantastic. In its own right, it was fantastic. It knew exactly what it was going to try to do.
See the spores in the air? Any breeze will send them out to infect the entire city.
The entire city.
Destroy Ivy's spore cannons before that happens.
Okay.
Watch out for the pod people.
Pod
They have enough mind left
people.
to attack, but just barely.
All right. Gonna get this thing. Yeah,
Forensic
man.
toxicology report.
We've heard
One
all
click
these,
from
so I
this
can just
rose
quickly
and we
grab
need to
them.
call the coroner. Forensic toxicology report.
Where's
Leave
that
it to Ivy to stick with the classics.
rock at? With the goods. There it is.
Hey, can you grab some of those seed pods?
I went for the ones that rated it the worst because I'm like, well, they must have the biggest amount of problems with it. There was like a new one that came in that gave it a 0, which I highly doubt that the movie is a 0. If it's a 0, then that means it's the worst movie of all time. It beats everything out. The Room is a much better movie than this, if that's the truth. Which I don't think it is. I think that's an over-exaggerated article, and I can't appreciate that one. If it's a 0, there's no possible way with the cast that they have that this movie's a 0. It's impossible. I cannot believe that that's a possibility in my mind. It may not be great, but it's not a 0. I can't fathom it being a 0. It would literally have to be them on like a green screen stage and reading their lines from a script. That would be as close to a 0 as it could be.
Dispatch, this is Bullock.
I still think that would be enjoyable to watch.
SCU and the new hero
More
should be
than
on
watching
this,
The
right?
Room.
Well, they can catch up. I'm going in.
I'm going in. I'm Harvey Bullock.
Rebreather against IV spores. Oh, yeah. I can't breathe through my nose anyway. Damn adenoids.
Forensic toxicology report.
Yeah.
The petals of this flower are teeming with potent pheromones.
But the lowest one besides that was from Rolling Stone. So that's really not a surprise in its own. Rolling Stone goes for those hot button topics. But I don't really understand exactly where they're coming from. I gotta read some more reviews. Not that it really matters. I'm gonna go see it tomorrow night, and then I'll let you guys know exactly how I feel about it. I imagine I'll enjoy it. I really hope I do, because my mom wants to go see it with me, and this is one of the few movies that's a comic book movie where she's like, I want to go see that. I want to go see it. It looks great. And I'm like, I know it looks great. They've done all their marketing. They're listening. They're like, all right, first trailer, not what people really wanted to see from the trailer. Next trailer, boom, we got Bohemian Rhapsody. Next one after that, Ballroom Blitz. Then more trailers. They're like, we're gonna do individual trailers for the characters. Boom, there you go. Then we're gonna do a Comic-Con trailer that's pretty cool. I think the biggest complaint I've heard about it is that the way the plot progresses doesn't quite make sense. So I'm interested to see why that is. If it's another situation where WB came in and they hack and slashed another 30 minutes off of it by some hack editor. Now, I'm gonna call him a hack editor. I don't care who it is. It could be like an award-winning editor. Fuck him. His editing for Batman v Superman was the shittest editing I've ever seen. And I'm a shitty editor. So it was awful. It's awful when you watch the extended edition compared to the original. You're like, what the hell happened? What happened? What made you think this was correct? No one does this. No editor ever is like, just hack off the ends of every scene to lose that 30 minutes. Nobody. That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard of. Anyway, so that's seems to be the big button issue, is that it seems disjointed. So that'll be interesting to see. The other big thing is people are like, it didn't go as far as it could. It could have gone further.
Look at my clothes.
I think this movie was in filming and production before Deadpool came out, so they didn't get to see that they could go that far. I'm sure if they had, and WB had, DC Comics and WB at the time had been like, yeah, sure, making a rated R movie, they would have, but they didn't, because I don't think they had that ability at the time. I might be wrong, but as far as I remember, I don't think that's the case. I think they were filming when Deadpool released. So, yeah, I don't think they could have really done anything. They could have recorded more scenes to try to make it a little bit more action-packed and stuff, which is probably what some of the reshoots were. But reshoots happen. I've explained this to a lot of people because I make the machinimas and everything, which I know is not technically filming, but there's a lot of times where I'll go into editing and I'll be like, you know what, this scene, it doesn't work, it doesn't join quite the way it needs to for this particular scene, so I need to go back, I need to reshoot it, and then I need to come back and see if that works. That's just how editing goes in filmmaking. You go in, even with the shitty YouTube videos I make, it happens. You are like, hey, I gotta go back and I gotta reshoot. It just didn't work out. The scene, I need to do it a different way for it to work properly. It happens. So I doubt it was anything like pandering wise. There might have been some pander to it. They're like, well, we could have done these scenes a little differently. Let's do them this way and try that and see how that looks in the final cut, which is totally fine. I mean, that's the thing with filmmaking is it's great to be able to have that freedom to go back and be like, all right, this works, this doesn't work, this is what we could do with this is what we could change, this is what we can make better.
We are one with nature.
So yeah, people complaining that it doesn't go as far as it could have seems like a non-thing to me, honestly, because that means you're going in expecting something else out of the characters than what the filmmaker decided they wanted to do with it. Which I guess is fine as a complaint about it, but making it a bad movie, what you expected the characters to do could be completely different than what I or somebody else expects the characters to do. So, taking that as a
You'll never defeat the plants.
a counterpoint to it being bad it's an opinionative thing. It's not a factual, like, if they had done it this way, I mean, it's still opinionated. It's not like they were able to do it this way, but they decided not to and did it this way. I mean, you would have to have facts backing that up. Reviewing is just, it's not a fun playground. Other things that they complained about was that it seems like they're trying to be cooler than they actually are. I don't really care what they're trying to be. I'm trying to be cooler than I actually am. I am a nerd that sits in front of a screen and makes goofy videos for you guys. But I am the coolest, right? Right? I mean, who wouldn't want to meet me? All right, cool. We're done with that.
GCPD radio says that Harvey Bullock went into Ivy's greenhouse to try and shut this down. Since Robin has
Officer Walden!
I'm betting we have a rash of trouble on our hands.
Yeah. Oh, and he said at the very end, just to like hammer his point, he's like, it makes Fantastic Four look good. Still haven't seen Fantastic Four. Just didn't bother with it. Everyone said it was horrifyingly terrible. So I'm like, well, doesn't seem like it's really worth my time then to waste it on that. So that's fine. I'll watch it someday, maybe. I'll sit down. I probably should. Especially if I want to start a podcast, I should be able to be like, that was the worst movie. But
This is the police.
somehow in my heart, because I enjoy terrible movies, I'm just one of those people, I really like terrible movies sometimes. So I'm not the best person to get a review from of movies. Even my Batman v Superman review, it's like all opinions, basically. But yeah, I mean, I enjoy terrible movies. It's just kind of my thing. I think they're goofy. Like I really enjoyed. There's I don't know how many people enjoyed it or not, honestly, but I think it was regarded as a pretty bad movie.
Brilliant move. The GCPD went in after Ivy. Oh, those plants of hers. They're not human, if you know what I mean. I think I'm the only one who made it.
They're not human. Clearly, they're plants. The movie I really enjoyed was Drive Angry, starring Nicolas Cage as like an I think he was like a hitman or a biker or something. He was like a bad dude, and then he got killed, and then he came back from the dead to save his daughter from like cultists. It was fucking ridiculous, and I love that movie because Nicolas Cage don't give shits. And that movie does not care. It's absurd. It's ridiculous. I forget the actor's name, but I love him. And he plays a guy called the Accountant, who is like a demon that accounts for all the dead people and all their sins, and follows Nicolas Cage around, causing problems for him and wreaking havoc as this ridiculous demon. I love it.
Saved the life of a GCPD
I
officer.
absolutely love it. It's a ridiculous movie. So I feel like I'm gonna love Suicide Squad because clearly
These spores will feast.
it's hard to make me hate a movie. Like it's got to be so above and beyond the point where it's like, wow, this is just like, you guys did not try, you did not care, you were just here to have like half-assed performances and just make money. If it ends up being that, then I'll hate it. I feel like I'm still gonna like it. May not love it, but I still feel like I'm gonna like it. And when it comes to the critics, I know everyone will say the same thing. Don't listen to the critics. Critics don't know nothing. Or don't know anything. Don't know nothing is a double negative, which means they know everything. They don't know anything.
I would have been plant food if it weren't for you.
I agree. I mean, it's not that they don't know anything. They spend their entire time reviewing movies. That's their livelihood, is to learn, review movies and see what works, what doesn't work. But it's still all an opinionated thing when it comes to a lot of reviews, unless they're just giving the facts. I think that's why I like Total Biscuit so much, because he just really focuses on like the technical aspect of video games, and less, most of the time, on like, what he thinks about it. He spends a lot of time on what works, what doesn't work in it. Like, are certain things janky and don't really feel fluid? I enjoy that. I enjoy the technical aspect of a review. Opinionated things, they just blow past my head, and I'm like, well, that's your opinion. I'll have to see it for myself and make my opinion. But yeah, I'll have after I see it, I'll make a video. I really kind of want this time, because last time when we went and saw Batman v Superman, me and Keegan, we always go see these movies together because it's just our thing. He wants to make movies and stuff, and I think that would be really cool if we can. That's kind of our end goal of certain things on his aspect, or, on his end. But when we went and saw that, we stood there and we talked for at least another hour after we watched the movie. And I wish I had it recorded. So I might do like a phone recording. It may not be high quality or anything like that, but it'll be after the movie. Hoping to get a group of people so we can kind of all chit-chat about it and see what we all think of it. Give you guys all our honest opinions. So maybe you guys will enjoy that. I don't know. We'll see. It would be somewhat akin to like what Angry Joe does, but with far less production value. Not that he has a lot of production value. It's him sitting in front of a green screen. I'm just saying. But he actually tries a little bit harder. I gotta give it to him, Angry Joe. As much as if you guys read my Twitter, I've stopped subscribing to him because I'll let Ivy talk. Yes, Ivy. Anyway, well, I just pretty much talked over her. That's fine. We didn't need to listen to Poison Ivy. But it's like every time a DC Films like trailer comes out, and I get it. I'm a passionate fan too. But he hates on every single trailer that has Batman in it. Because it doesn't have Superman in it doing Superman things, smiling at the camera as he flies across the earth. It drives me bonkers. Man. Like, I don't know. I know I'm opinionated, but holy hell. Like, he gets furious. And I know it's his title. Of course I know that.
Robin, such a disappointment.
You know what I just noticed? The vines on her hands, I get they're supposed to be like kind of like gauntlets, but because there's so much skin showing, it looks like she has hairy arms made of leaves. Like the leaves are the hair on her arms. I don't know if you guys noticed that. I just did. Now I think that Ivy needs to like shave her arms. I mean, she doesn't have to. It's entirely her thing. I just, like, she's got this I want to look sexy thing going on.
It's got a lot of might. What have you done to this planet? What have you done to me? Take me back to Arkham. I can't endure anymore.
I'm gonna go with feet. Go with the seed stompers. Let's grab this. Bam! Hopefully it's good. Hopefully Suicide Squad is good. I'd be down for that. I'd be down for a really good movie.
Working for Ivy?
Do I have to do the thing and then the cutscene happens? Or is the cutscene gonna happen now?
You did well.
Do that.
Robin and I will get Poison Ivy back to Arkham.
Cutscene!
Get back on the street.
My babies. You love me, don't you? You do anything for me. And I would do anything for you. I'd give you the whole world if I could. But some people don't understand. Some people are jealous. Some people want to kill my babies, destroy them, make them wither and die. But don't worry, my darlings. Those killers will pay for their crimes. I promise you, Poison Ivy will be back, and I won't be alone.
Yay! I was just thinking while watching that. I don't want you guys to get the wrong idea. With me talking about Angry Joe. I think Angry Joe is a great dude. And he makes great videos. He deserves all the success and all the stuff he gets. It's just, man, when he gets really upset about Superman, it's like, dude, I get you. You know, my favorite hero is Batman. You know what we got? Campy 1966 series. We got 2 really terrible movies. 1 that wasn't so good before that. 2 really good ones, and then a really meh movie. So I get it, man. I get it. But gotta settle down. Gotta settle down a little bit. A little crazy for me. So that's why I just kind of have... I'm not trying to start a beef with Angry Joe, so don't nobody go out there, because I know everybody's into like the YouTube drama these days. I ain't trying to start anything with Angry Joe. I don't care for the way he reviews things anymore. It's the same way I feel about like the Rolling Stone article. You know, it's a lot of opinionated stuff, and that doesn't help me, in my opinion. You know, it doesn't become an echo chamber of what I want. At least with Angry Joe. I really like people having different opinions against mine, because it allows me to think of things and be like, oh yeah, you're right, this part was kind of a little bit ridiculous, or this was a little bit, you know, I can reassess my opinions. But just, I wanted it to be this, but it wasn't, doesn't help me make my opinion. You gotta tell me, why didn't this work for the movie? And what would you have done differently? That makes it a little bit better. Then I can be like, oh, that would have been kind of cool. But just saying, I don't like that, I wanted this. It's like an angry child being like, I didn't get my candy, I wanted that candy. You know what I mean? That's just my opinion.
You know, he didn't even chew me
Thanks, Robin, for all your fun stuff.
Anyway, thanks for your help.
No problem.
We've got an emergency. The Green Lantern Corps' power rings have been acting strangely, and they've traced the problem back to Earth. Problem is, so has the Sinestro. They're throwing down in the historic district. Talk to the recruiter in the police station.
Yeah, I guess it could. It gives me more precision. You said something. Style. Helps me on precision, but it kills my might, and I really want my might to be high. That helps out my might. Takes a lot of other stuff away. I wonder why that is. 16. Ah, that one's 15. I think I'll stick with the 16 one just because I feel like it will be better in the long. Oh yeah, we got that. Cool. Do that. Wait, what is this? 16? That's 20. Cool. Yeah. So that pretty much wraps it up for today. I'm sorry I had to talk about a lot of sad and not enjoyable things. But remember, if you guys really, 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 really want me to play the Telltale Batman game, I will. I will do it for you guys. I think the other big reason why I don't want to play it is because Telltale is kind of one of those companies that's a little iffy when it comes to letting people do Let's Plays. Now, I know a lot of big YouTubers do it, but I know that they are not so keen on people doing Let's Plays because it is an episodic thing, and when people play it, they feel like they're gonna lose sales. I disagree. If you put enough multiple playthrough of things in it, then it shouldn't matter. I mean, if somebody really wants to go through and make those exact same choices, that's their prerogative. I don't know. It all comes out and stuff. But if you guys really want me to play the Telltale Batman game, please put it in the comment section. I will look into playing the Telltale Batman game. Maybe even Telltale will be awesome and give me a copy of the game. That will never happen. And also with the whole league thing, yeah, I do apologize. It's just what's got to go on for now. We're just kind of cleansing the league right now until we can all be like, yeah, no, we really need some more people to come in and really add more to the league. And when we get there, I will let you guys know. I don't think it will be too long. I think we'll figure things out very quickly. We'll all get back into this swing of things. Everything will be right as rain. And if you guys go see Suicide Squad, let me know what you think. Because I want to know what you guys think. And I want you to know what I think. Because I'm that kind of a guy that I just blibber blabber my opinions all over the internet. Thank you for joining me, everybody. Hit that like button if you did enjoy this video. And I will see you all next time.